Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Na. There's no business like YouTube. Business like no business I know. The album, Dad. AF. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. I am starting to lose. I am starting to lose my voice slowly, day by day. I have to tell you, I did this cameo last night. Thank you for all of you out there that have been buying and purchasing cameos. And you guys, so many people just get them and are like, I just wanted to do this to support you. And you can do whatever. It's so nice. I really appreciate it. But last night, I had to do a roast of somebody's husband. It was really fun. Because he thinks I'm really loud. Who, me? Loud? Oh my God. Why would you say such things? That's so horrible. Don't be saying such mean things to people. I know. I'm so loud, aren't I? Anyway. Be loud, be free, be too much. All right, let's get into today's drama. I literally, you guys, I have so many candles lit around. I've got 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. I have 9 candles plus candles in the kitchen. Somebody's in the kitchen with Dinah. I have so many candles lit in this house. It's basically like a monastery. I feel very peaceful. Actually, right before I was doing this video, I was thinking to myself, do you remember Masterpiece Theater back in the day? No, you're not as old as me. You don't remember that? When the guy would sit in the chair and he'd say hi. Tonight on Masterpiece Theater, we're going to watch David Copperfield. And I was like, I belong on that show rather in the drama community, don't you think? Like, I belong in some, like oldie show like that on PBS. No, I don't. I'm right over here. Listen, don't even worry about it, okay? I'm my own person, just like my dog, Boo Radley. He always says that. He says, I'm my own person. But anyway, it is snowy outside in Indianapolis today, and it is icy. Joel, are you watching RuPaul's Drag Race? Who's your favorite? Okay, can we just talk about Simone for a second? Like, I am so obsessed with her. Like, I am absolutely in love with her. And if you watch this weekend, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but people were, like, complimenting her and stuff like that, you know, whatever. You could probably guess why. But she was fantastic. She was fantastic. And she was kind of like, I know. You know, I mean, she wasn't arrogant about it. But what I loved about her last night was, or we watched it last night on Friday. What I loved about it was that Simone, like, she showed up to do a job, and she's there doing the job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I respect that so highly out of people. When they, like, know what their job, do your job, show up, and do, like, I'm a drama commentary channel, okay? Y'all know what you're going to get when you come over here, okay? Listen, do your job. I love her so much. I am rooting for her all the way. I have to also say that Utica, I'm also rooting for Utica. I just think Utica's style is so cool. There's so many people this season that I like. Candy Muse, I love on there. Gottmik, I love. There's so many people in RuPaul's Drag Race this season that I am just like, I just am loving the show this season. So anyway, Tamisha Iman, oh my God, I mean, there's so many people, but I've like watched the drag pageant, you know, deal for years and years and years. All right, let's get into the drama of today. I was sitting there and I was like, I don't think there's anything to talk about. And then I heard, whatever you, and I was like, is that Whitney Houston? And I just sat here for a second. I was real quiet. Anything you want done, baby, I do it. And I was like, girl, I got receipts. I was like, girl, I got receipts for days in my phone. I forgot all this stuff that popped off last night. Okay, so let's go to flashback to my video yesterday about Lipstick Nick, Jeffree Star's ride or die through everything, right? I'm starting to think some things about this Lipstick Nick, first of all, okay? Now, you know, people want to say what they want to say, and it is whatever. And I said the other day in my video, I said, well, I'm going to kind of leave, you know, Lipstick Nick out of this. Lipstick Nick, like, gets along with everybody. I think, you know, Lipstick Nick is kind of Switzerland in this whole thing, right? In this whole thing, she's kind of Switzerland, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? She's, like, doing stuff with James Charles. She's over here doing Morphe and whatever. But I do think it's interesting, like, she really doesn't speak about anybody, about anything, right? So I think that's good. She plays kind of like even keel. But, like, if you ever watched her, like, she's super sharp. Like, she is super, super sharp. Very, very smart, right? So the other day, she put up on her Instagram story, or her Instagram post, she actually put it on a post. Apologize for your mistakes, not your feelings, okay? Now, girl, let's talk about this for a second, okay? I had to make my coffee because it's so snowy and icy, I didn't even want to leave the house. All right, you're as sharp as you come across. You own your own business. You're the creative director for Morphe. You've interacted with these people. You've been, hell, smart enough, okay? Smarter than any of these other people to be able to stay out of all of this drama, okay? Not play sides and say, I'm just here for the makeup, which is a very smart move, quite frankly, okay? But you're going to tell me through all of that, it never once occurred to you when one of your closest friends whose Halloween party you just went to, I mean, nobody went to Jeffree Star's Halloween party, but she was there, you know, that they're always together. He just posted this on his Instagram story. I mean, that's how close they are. They talk all the, you know, all that, on and on and on, okay? Are you going to tell me that you could not read the room enough to know that by putting that up there, you might get some minds rolling a little bit? That when you posted, apologize for your mistakes, not your feelings, in the middle of probably the biggest top 5 drama stories that have ever occurred on YouTube in the beauty community, Trisha Paytas coming out against Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, you didn't think maybe at least one person would think that was about Jeffree Star. Girl, no ma'am, I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it all day long. And I have to tell you, that move alone starts making me think, maybe she's a little bit more, you know, calculating than people want to give her credit for. So somebody tagged me in it underneath here. They tagged me and they tagged Rich Lux. And Lipstick Nick responded to it and she said, what are you all even talking about? Girl, seriously? Seriously, okay? Seriously. That's like, okay, do you remember those highlight magazines that you'd always find in the doctor's office back in the day? And then in the back, it would have like those pictures, okay? And it would be like, you know, like an apple, and then like a dump truck, and then like a banana, and like a pear, you know? And then you look at that, and then and it was like, pick the one that doesn't, you know, fit. It's like she's looking at that, and she's like, it's the banana. And you're like, no, girl, it's the dump truck. And she's like, what are you even talking about? It's the banana. And you're like, could it be the banana and I'm just an idiot? You know what I mean? Like, is the banana really a telephone and I didn't know? You know what I mean? Like, what is going, girl, no. No, this is where your friendship with Jeffree Star is showing, okay? Like, this is where you think you can come out and go, no, girl, no, it's not about that at all. So she says, what are you all even talking about? I posted this reflecting on toxic romantic relationships. This is a reach. No, okay? I will admit, I have done many, many, many videos on my channel that are probably a reach, okay? That other people have sent me. Tons, okay? Is this a reach that in the middle of the biggest drama story ever, when people are speculating already, where is Lipstick Nick in all of this? Where is her loyalty? Does she stand by Jeffree Star and all of the accusations that have been made about Jeffree Star? Is she okay with those things? Apparently so, because she's been his ride or die for all these years, right? So apparently she's okay with all of that. So now she wants to come out and put this picture up there, and she don't think nobody's gonna think nothing about it. Girl, seriously. Listen, okay? Now, Lipstick Nick, I know you got quite a bit of money, okay? I got some swampland I want to take you out and you can look at maybe and purchase, okay? Put you a nice lake house right there. Girl, seriously, who do you think is that stupid, okay? No, you know what you were posting, and you were posting to stir stuff up, and I actually think Jeffree Star probably said, girl, why don't you post that thing? Remember when he was told to post about those cookies in the kitchen? Girl, post those cookies up there. Get people wondering what he's talking about. No, Jeffree Star's a mastermind. He knows what he's doing. I ain't buying it at all, okay? So then, it just goes on and on and on, and I just was like, this is, what is this? I don't even know what, do you ever just not even know what a screenshot is from? Oh, this is where somebody commented and said to Lipstick Nick, the shade towards Jeffree, Shane, and Rylan, LMAO, I am here for it. And she responded and said, this post has zero to do with any YouTuber or client of mine. Why would you even think that? Because you're a public figure whose closest alliance ever in the beauty community is Jeffree Star, and you're seen basically up his ASS 24 hours a day, posted in pictures, doing his makeup, supporting his brand constantly for years and years and years, and in the middle of the biggest drama that has ever surrounded Jeffree Star, because, I mean, currently, because people are now finally like, oh, okay, because Trisha Paytas called him out, you post this about apologizing for your mistakes, not your feelings. And you think people aren't gonna maybe, girl, seriously? Here's the thing, okay? Either she literally does not get it, or she is so out of touch about what the drama is going on, which I totally do not believe that whatsoever. Okay, so I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. And I was blown away. I was like, seriously, girl? Like, you seriously? This is where I have to tell you, the play dumb act on all of this is just, to me, like, it's just beyond. Just come out and admit it. Yeah, I was talking about my friend, F you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just beyond. Just admit, what's your truth, girl? You know? Okay, maybe she was talking about romantic toxic relationships. Now, I have to say, in my romantic toxic relationships that I've had, that doesn't really fit for me, okay? Romantic toxic relationships that I've had, I can maybe imagine talking about finding safe places and safe people to surround me with emotional support. I can maybe find, a quote about that or something like that. But this quote doesn't even almost kind of fit that. Apologize for your mistakes, not your feelings. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I like the quote, between you and I. It's like, I like it. It's a pretty dress. I'll put it on, but like, I like it. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, And I said going into 2020 last year, I was going to say what I had to say. And I know everybody in the world likes Lipstick Nick, and she seems like she's real nice too. Okay, but this is not, no, girl, no, I ain't buying it. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on because I just can't anymore with all this. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is Morgan Adams' video that she did several days ago. I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm very confused by what Morgan Adams is doing at this point. She started this vlog channel, and she said she needed, like, a fresh start. Listen, Morgan Adams is fine. I have no issues with Morgan. You don't fault people, I think. Well, I think this is an interesting question. Do you fault people for their alliances with their own family members? I mean, we don't, do we? So it's like, I think she's doing her own thing. She's, staying over here or whatever. Although she continues to put Rylan in her videos, which is, it's interesting to me because I think, I don't know, it's interesting to me that she continues to do that. But here's the thing, okay? She has this Morgan Adams channel over here. Then she starts Morgan Adams vlogs or Morgan vlogs or whatever because she wants like a fresh start. Which at that time, she said she didn't know what she was going to do with her other channel, but she was going to come back. Literally, you guys, the two channels are exactly the same. Like, there's no difference between the channels. Like, really, there's not. Like, if you go watch a video on her Morgan Adams channel, it's like almost identical to a video on her Morgan Vlogs channel. So I'm confused as to why she started the second one. I feel like there is some, like, hidden motive there that, like, we aren't looking at. Like, I don't know what that's about. I'm very confused by that now. Because when I said something about it, like, in a previous video, people were like, Morgan can do whatever she wants. Yes, Morgan can do absolutely whatever she wants, right? And people were like, Morgan this and Morgan that. I feel like there's more to it than that. And let me tell you why, okay? When I started my vlog channel, and if you watch my vlog channel, you know this. I started it, I think this is my 6th year of vlogging every day. And when I started it, no, it can't be possibly my 6th year. My 5th year, when I started vlogging, it was because this channel was losing a lot of subscribers. This channel, I had been working with YouTube for a long time, and they were saying, there's something wrong with your channel, but we don't know what it was, blah, blah, blah. So I started my vlog channel, because I'm like, I'm going to do something else. I love this, blah, 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 whatever. But if this channel is just going to fade out and die because YouTube can't fix it, then I'm going to do something else. So that's why I started my vlog channel, which ended up turning into this completely, like, I have this love relationship with that channel now. It's literally my heartstone, And so it's interesting to me that she started this, but there's no difference between. Now, I think if you watch this channel and you watch my vlog channel, you'll be like, yeah, there's a huge difference between those two channels. In fact, there's a huge difference on all of my channels, and I have 6 channels, But to start another channel and do the exact same thing, it doesn't make any sense to me. And to also have the same people on it, like, I don't understand that. So I feel like there's more to it than that. I feel like there's something that we're not aware of behind the scenes. But anyway, on her Morgan Adams channel, she's now back over to her Morgan Adams channel. She did a video talking about like mental health issues and whatever, and she got a brain scan. It was an informative video. I actually enjoyed the video. But in there, Ryland is constantly joking about, I mean, I think he says it like 5, 6 plus times about sociopaths in the video. Now, what was interesting about this was literally the day after I had come out in my video, and I had said that when I met with Shane Dawson, it was like this joke, okay, that he was like, the thing about sociopaths is, he said it about Tana Mojo, he said it about Jake Paul, and he said it about Trisha Paytas. He said, the thing about sociopaths is, and they all laughed. It was like this inside joke, right? So then for the very next day, for them to come out in a video, and him constantly say like, well, do you think that you're a sociopath? Or the cameraman saying, do you think that she's a sociopath or whatever? So it was interesting, right? So a lot of people, I read this in my video, were commenting and saying, why do they think everybody's a sociopath? So somebody commented on here, Hannah, she said on Morgan's video, why are they so obsessed with people being sociopaths? And then somebody else responded and said, to be honest, it's interesting to me. Morgan is taking psychology classes in college too. And then Morgan responded and said, because I'm studying personality psychology in school, so we just find it interesting. It's nothing deep, LOL. So she's saying that she's taking psychology classes and she's learning about it. That's fine, okay, if that's your response to that. It is January 2021, and she's taking personality psychology classes about sociopaths. Okay, that's interesting. 2 years ago in August, 2.5 years ago, is when I sat down with Shane Dawson. So this isn't, like, this has been going on for a long time. And if you go over to my Twitter where people were having this conversation, I responded, or I put something out there about all this coming out. And somebody said, kiss me under the moon, 82. Hey, girl. She said, Peter, Morgan Adams just uploaded a video just now today, going to her psychiatrist to see what's wrong. In Morgan's video, Ryland is saying, maybe we'll find out she's a sociopath. What WTF is wrong with Ryland? Shane thinking everyone is. And then somebody put the screenshot, and then this kiss me under the moon, 82. That's a good name. She responded and said, yes, you're right. I don't believe that's why it was brought up in her video, because she's studying it. Hell, Ryland and Shane have been calling people that back 5 years ago. No one was going to school then studying anything. They're all fake as fake can get. Well, I don't think Ryland and Shane have been together 5 years, but they have been saying it for a long time. I think they've been together for 3 or 4 years, but 4 years maybe. But when I met them, it was definitely a thing. And it was not a thing that had just been started like a month ago, okay? It was a thing that like had been going on for a while. I mean, you could tell by the way that the joke was going. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's interesting that you're going to come out and say that. Do you guys joke? This is where, again, it's like if she would have just come out in video and said, it's been a long-standing joke with us for years, yeah, it was probably not appropriate. Like, then people would have been like, oh, well, okay. I mean, it is an inside joke with all of them, right? And I'm not saying that she's not studying it in school and that she's not interested in it. That could be true. You know, hell, I make fun of things that I'm interested in, you know what I mean? Like true crime. So I totally understand that could be absolutely 100% the truth. But at the same time, it's like, do you not realize, it's like Lipstick Nick. It's like, again, like, do you not see what you're putting out there? Like, I mean, are these people so unaware? Like, you literally, like, Ryland Adams does nothing but drive around in cars with Morgan Adams for her vlogs and go to her appointments and things like that. Number one. Number two, except for doing this one podcast a week, which is literally an hour where he sits and talks to his friend. I do that every night with my good Judy in the car for twice as long, okay? We just don't record it and play it for the world. You know, so it's like these people just have all this free time to just sit around, okay? They're not doing huge projects that we're aware of, except for Shane Dawson, but God knows what that project is. It's like, could you not maybe do a little bit of investigation into your own life to see that maybe this wasn't the best thing to put in a video? Maybe this wasn't the best thing to say. You know, when people are criticizing you for what you're saying about other people, and then you have a video where you're calling everybody sociopaths, and literally the day before, this one right here said that's what you told me, and nobody's cluing into all of this. I mean, this is where it is just baffling to me that these people, none of them have PR people. PR people. Do you guys have any idea the amount of money that these people make a year? I mean, do you have any idea? Between sponsorships and videos and AdSense and things like that. I mean, and merch, they're making unbelievable amounts of money. I mean, you guys, it's not what you think it is. It's not like, oh, they make $100,000. It's literally tens of millions of dollars a year, okay? I mean, if not more. I mean, it's massive. And they cannot, I mean, Morgan Adams probably makes more money now than Rylan and Shane are making because she's very active and people love Morgan and whatever, you know? And I know that she's created her own world over there. And she is easy to watch. I like Morgan. So I understand why young girls her age really, really relate to her and like her. And like I've said in past videos, I have a lot of friends of mine, they're like, oh, I am totally Morgan Adams. I love Morgan Adams. And I could sit there all day long and be like, do you know who Jeffree Star is? And they'd be like, who? Do you know who this is? Who? If I said, do you know who Shane Dawson is? They would say, oh, isn't that the guy that's dating Morgan Adams' brother? Like, that's what they would say, right? So she's created that for herself. She does financially very, very well, I'm sure, right? So it's like, you guys can't hire PR people to just kind of be kind of like watching whatever. Listen, I don't even spend that much time on Twitter or on anything else. People send me stuff that I see it come up. It's like, if that's me and I'm not on... Don't you think when you could maybe pay attention to what's going on enough to know that probably this wasn't maybe the best video to post? Or just don't even respond to it. You know, just come out and say, hey, listen, we joke about sociopaths all the time. I don't know, like, it's a bad look. And you guys, I have to just tell you right now, I was going to go over to the Beauty Guru Reddit, and I was going to read some things off, well, not Beauty Guru Reddit, that's the one about the beauty gurus. I was going to go over to the Shane Reddit, and I was going to read you guys some things over there. It is literally flooded constantly. It's like everyone wants to point fingers, but no one is discussing this little nugget of truth. And they're going in there now about where in Trisha Paytas' video, and she said, you know, that like, oh, the dogs just came up here. What do you guys want? They said, we want lots of attention, Dad. You want to come in the video? Tucker said, I want to be in the video. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. He said, Dad, I want a treat. A treat? You want a treat? We're going to have a treat in just a second. But, you know, people are having a lot of issues with the fact that, you know, Trisha Paytas said in her video something to the effect of Shane Dawson being possibly, she started saying racist and then kind of stopped herself, right? And it's like, you didn't have a problem with this all along for the 12 plus years of your friendship. You defended this, right? There's this whole conversation about Trisha Paytas being sainted and everybody being like, you know, blah, 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 whatever. As a human being, okay, as a human being, no matter what kind of like problematic BS, SHI took crap Trisha Paytas has put out there in the world, which I think is tons. I think Trisha Paytas is probably one of the most, if not top 5, 10 problematic people on YouTube through the years. But as a human being, do I believe that she deserves to be treated dirty by her friend? No, you know? And I've been hearing a lot of people, you know, say like this, like she doesn't have to be like praised or sainted for us to see the reality of the situation. I totally agree with that. I totally do. I think it is very interesting that Trisha Paytas had no issue with Shane Dawson talking about people behind his back. Saying, apparently, she says now that he's a racist person, he's not a good person, he's done all these kind of things. You didn't have any of these issues until he did it to you? Like, yeah, that is. It's very, very interesting to me. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. And we're going to go have a treat now, aren't we? You want a treat? A treat? Oh, my Lord, a treat. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.